replay viewers, as you come in, tap the screen, hit the like button, do all of the things. If you have not signed up for my webinar that I'm hosting October 30th, Navigating Grief Through the Holidays, make sure you sign up for that. Okay? And I'm not just talking about grieving family members and friends that have passed on. We're talking about grief overall. Some of you, yeah, I need lotion. Some of you, you're grieving your timelines. Some of you, you're grieving your desires, where you thought you would be by now, your destiny. Some of you are grieving exes, past relationships. Okay, so it's not just about, we're not just talking about those that are grieving death. Okay, it's going to be grief all around. So make sure you sign up for that. It is completely free, but you have to register. It will not be on my public platforms. All right. So as you come in, hit the like button, hit share, tap my face. What's up, TikTok? I had some people that actually registered on TikTok, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, oh my God. Trying to. All right. So today we're talking about trauma bonds, you all. And let's be real, you call it love, but your nervous system called it survival. You called it love, but your nervous system called it survival. There was a woman. She looked strong. I'm trying to move my desk up. Yeah, I got this. Thank you for liking the live. I have this, what do you call it? Adjustable desk, right? And I bought it because I wanted to stand up. Well, I bought it online, but I wanted to like do most of my teaching standing up. The desk is too short, and I'm short, but it's still not tall enough for me to do that. All right, there was a woman. She looked strong, successful, and seemingly in control. It is not moving. But she kept going back to this man who she knew was breaking her. Okay, she confused anxiety with passion. Y'all see me struggling. And chaos for chemistry. All right. And I know this because that was me once. I was high functioning on the outside. I'm trying to screw it back. And I was emotionally dying on the inside. Now, we're not just talking about women who have dealt with quote unquote toxic men. There are men, I have heard stories where they deal with toxic women, and I have asked them, what made you stay? Especially being a man. She abused you, sometimes physical abuse, sometimes it's just what she's saying. It was just emotional and verbal abuse. And I've asked the men, what made you stay? So you may hear me referencing women just because my audience is mostly women, but listen, men have dealt with this too, okay? So today we're not here to bash men, we're not here to bash women, but I am going to keep it real. I'm just going to help you understand why your soul is having an issue letting go of these people, this person, this relationship, all of that. If you are ready and you're able, can you drop ready in the chat? I know some of you are driving. Some of you are at work sneaking. You're not even supposed to be listening at me. If you cannot type, it is okay. But for those of you that can type, can you type and kind of keep the chat going? That helps the video be pushed out in the algorithm. Don't forget to hit the like button and tap my face. And YouTube, I'm gonna have to stop telling y'all to hit the like button, because when I don't tell y'all to hit the like button, y'all do amazing with it. When I tell y'all, y'all do the opposite. So I'm gonna just stop telling y'all. But if you can, move the comments. I would be grateful. All right. Drop ready to heal in the chat if you know you ever loved someone who broke you. This is not the live to be fake and phony. Maybe I was about to say all month. All week long, we're going to be talking about trauma and how it shows up in relationships. Okay? So, for those that are just coming in, my name is Renisha. I am an inner healing coach for high achieving women who look flawless on the outside, but they're crumbling on the inside. I also created the Clarity Reset. It's a 7-day guided experience that helps rewire your nervous system. It's going to pull you out of survival mode, and you're going to learn how to feel peace again. You're going to learn how to feel safe again. Thank you so much. The phone is so far away, but thank you, TikTok. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, that's my 7-day program. So today we're going to dive into trauma bonds, like real ones. Okay, we're going to talk about trauma bonds, emotional addiction, and how to detox from dysfunction for real. And yes, I have my notes because y'all know my brain. If I don't have some type of outline, I'm going to be all over here, and I still be all over there. But my notes help me not to go too far out. Okay, so before we jump into this, I want you all to tell me what's your definition of a trauma bond, because we see this all over social media. We hear this all the time on social media, and honestly, a lot of times they're using the terminology wrong. They're not even using it right. So can you all tell me, what is your definition? What do you think a trauma bond is? For those that can type, I'm thinking maybe everybody on YouTube is just in the car because nobody's typing there. Does anybody want to share their definition of a trauma bond? Try to give y'all a little minute before we move on. Shout out to all of the replay viewers. Not sure really. Okay, thank you for being honest, TikTok. I'm going to explain it before we jump into it. Let me see if anybody on YouTube. I'm going to give you a few more seconds. Anybody on YouTube want to drop in the chat what you think a trauma bond is? Oh, I can't see. Enabling toxic or emotional people to portray emotional drain by way of soul ties. Okay, we can go with that. I like that. I can't have C because the phone is so far, but I like that. So, y'all, we hear this term all the time on social media, and normally people are using it wrong. Normally, people will say, yeah, they formed a trauma bond, they got a trauma bond, and they're just talking about basically two broken people that came together. They have their separate traumas, but they love each other. There's no abuse amongst them. You understand? Thank you, new here. Oh, well, welcome. Right? So that's how people normally use it, and that is incorrect. A trauma bond, okay? It's a powerful emotional attachment formed through repeated cycles of pain and relief. So basically, there's the abuser, and then there's the person that's being abused. Sometimes both are the abuser. And it's like no matter what, they cannot let go. They cannot walk away from one another. That is what a true trauma bond is. A trauma bond is not two broken people who went through something in their childhood and now they love each other. That is not a trauma bond. It's when the abuser and the victim, we can't stay apart. The victim can't leave their abuser, and then sometimes both of them become the abuser. All right. So you have to understand that when you're talking about trauma bonds, this is not love. This is a chemical loop. Okay. And if you're able to, I need y'all to take notes. I should have said that at the beginning. Grab a journal. I do these lives 4 to 5 times a week. I'm starting to do weekly themes. Okay, so I need y'all to take notes. I need to get my whiteboard, y'all. I might have to get a whiteboard because I had to use my notebook today. But I may have to end up getting a whiteboard. But take notes. Okay, so your brain, when we're talking about trauma bonds, your brain links the relief that follows the pain with the person who caused it. So now your body starts to crave them. Do you understand? This is why you start to feel sick without them. That's not butterflies. That's your nervous system in withdrawal. Thank you for liking the live on TikTok. Okay? And you think you're crazy for missing them. You're actually not crazy. You're conditioned to miss them. It's chemical. Okay? I don't even know if you all are going to be able to see this. When we talk about trauma, y'all, I'm gonna have to get a whiteboard. Can y'all even see that? Probably not. So write this down. When we talk about trauma bonds, there's a cycle. So there's hurt, which I'm sure you all can't see. Take a screenshot. If not, I'm gonna give it to you. So there's a cycle. There's hurt, then that's followed by apology. I'm so sorry. Then there's a relief that you feel. After that, you start to be hopeful again. Oh, they really changed this time. I can see a difference. And guess what happens? You start getting hurt again. So it's a repeated cycle. There's actually science behind this, you all, okay? So they don't start when these people that you form a trauma bond with in relationships, they don't start with the chaos. They start with the high. They flood you with attention. They give you all the attention you want, all of the validation, all of this chemistry. Is not chemistry, but you think it's chemistry. That's what we call love bombing. This is what they do when you all first get together. And it feels like a fairy tale because it's mirroring your deepest wounds. And they promise to fix them. They know you've been hurt. All right. But it doesn't take long for y'all see the switch. Y'all can't see the switch. It doesn't take long for the switch to flip. That's how trauma bonds work. It's a cycle. So then they flip the switch. They start to pull away from you. All of a sudden, they're criticizing you really harshly. They may withdraw altogether. And guess what happens? Now you're addicted to chasing the original high they gave you. I'm going to let that sizzle in your spirit, like Wayne says. So it's kind of like gambling. You don't know when you're going to win again, but you keep pulling that lever every time because you just hope that it's going to be different. This is what a trauma bond is like. Write this down. Those of you that can write, unless you have to catch the replay is always on my YouTube channel. Write this down. They trained you to crave their apology more than their consistency. Write that down. This is why some of you can't let go because you need closure. This is what you're telling, I need closure. I can't move on. I need closure. They have trained you to crave their apology more than their consistency. Thank you for liking the live. Okay, so you all, this is where your nervous system gets hijacked. The relationship, thank you for the hearts on YouTube. The relationship becomes a constant cycle of adrenaline during conflict and then dopamine during reconciliation. There's no need for me to show you something else I have written down because you couldn't see the first one, right? Just make sure y'all are taking notes. I have it written down, but I'm gonna have to end up getting a whiteboard, y'all. If y'all like these lives, there's no need for me to get it. If you're like, Renisha, girl, forget the lives, just do some 20-minute videos and upload them and we'll watch them whenever. Then I don't have to get the whiteboard. But if y'all like the lives, I'm gonna have to end up getting a whiteboard because it's gonna make it easier. All right. So there's this cycle, adrenaline and dopamine. So it starts off with idealization. This is when they make you feel like you were the one. Girl, where have you been all my life? I don't deserve you. You're too good for me. All of that stuff, right? Then they move over into devaluation. Yeah. Devaluation. All of a sudden they're telling you you're too sensitive. You're too emotional. You're too demanding. But you were just telling me that I was too good for you. How is that now? All of a sudden, now I'm all of these things. After that, they move into reconciliation. This is when suddenly they start saying everything you want to hear again. Do you all see this? So now reconciliation, they're saying all the sweet things again. After that, you go into withdrawal. You start to feel lost. You're starting to feel desperate. You're starting to literally say, am I desperate? I know I'm not desperate. I know I deserve better than this, but you still can't leave. Blink, blink, blink. Thank you so much, TikTok. This is a new page I have on TikTok. Thank y'all. Okay. Hit the like button, share it out. You start to feel anxious, and then the cycle starts all over again. Thank you for hitting the hearts on YouTube. So you're trauma bonded. This is how you're going to know you're trauma bonded. Chaos is going to feel safer than calm. Chaos is going to feel safer. There was this guy I was talking to in Atlanta, y'all. When I tell you he would pick fights with me. I don't like fighting. I don't like arguing. I am very chill. It may not seem like it with how I present on my lives and in my reels. I am so chill in real life. But when I tell you he would pick arguments, it's like he wanted to piss me off just to make up. It was weird, but some people are literally wired like that. Okay, when they're used to chaos, they can't handle peace. They can't handle someone that comes with peace. Okay, so here's the part that's keeping you stuck. Here's the part that's keeping you stuck. Your body doesn't know the difference between being familiar, what's familiar, and what's actually safe. Okay? Your body doesn't know the difference. And I know on YouTube, a lot of y'all are driving. If you can put something in the chat every now and then to move it and push it out, that will help. So when you grow up around chaos, you all, if you grew up around chaos, emotional consistency, or unavailable love, calm is going to start to feel foreign to you, even boring. I know I am not the only one who has heard women. Thank you for hitting the hearts on YouTube. I know I'm not the only one who has heard women call good men boring because he's not hitting them. Not making this up. True story. They have a good man who is treating them right, but they say, "Oh, he's just boring," and they end up dumping them because they're used to being a punching bag. Let's just be for real, okay? They're used to emotional, physical, all this type of abuse. So they think the man is boring. Honey, he's not boring. You are bruised. You have inner wounds. This is the real issue. You have things that you need to work out, okay? I'm glad you let that man go so a real woman can love him. And when I say a real woman, when I talk about real women, a woman that is going to take accountability and responsibility for her healing. Okay? Because I'm not going to go there. You all, when peace feels uncomfortable, you're going to end up chasing pain so that you feel connected. Does that make sense? When peace feels uncomfortable, it feels foreign to you, you're going to chase pain in order to feel connected. This isn't your heart trying to betray you. This is your programming. It's just replaying yourself. It's on replaying itself on repeat. It's the programming. It's what you've been through. Okay. So I want you all to take 30 seconds. Take 30 seconds. Ask yourself, when was the first time love felt unsafe? Just think about it. You don't have to put it in the chat unless you just want to. Think about the first time love felt unsafe to you. When you recognize that, you'll know where this bond began. Okay? Does anybody need an example? I can give you a personal example if y'all need an example. Drop yes in the chat if you want an example, if you don't understand what I'm asking you to do. Y'all know I don't care about telling my business. If I don't see any yeses in the chat, I'm gonna just assume y'all know what y'all doing. All right, I don't see any yeses, so I'm gonna assume y'all got it. Okay. So I need you to know you're not addicted to him, you're not addicted to her. You're literally addicted to the emotional pattern that feels like home. It's not the person, it's the pattern. This is why when you don't heal, you end up with the same person in different bodies. It's the pattern. Understand? I hope so. Y'all are a tough crowd on tonight. Okay. Where we at? All right. So now that you've named it, right, you recognize it. Now we can change it because awareness isn't just knowledge. Thank you for tapping on TikTok. Isn't just knowledge, it's detox. So every time you tell yourself, this is a trauma bond, your brain starts rewiring for peace. Okay. Now that you can recognize it. And if you all are able to stay until the end, I'm going to give you the exact framework to help you detox this so that you don't continue to look for trauma driven love, so that you don't continue to pick emotionally unavailable men and women. Okay, someone, I can't see your name, but someone on YouTube said yes. So let me give them an example and then I'll jump back in. So I want you all to recognize the first time love felt unsafe. I'm going to give you a personal example. Those of you that know me, you know my mom's always been verbally abusive. What you may not know is that she told me when I was very young, it doesn't matter who I marry, preacher, pastor, deacon, don't matter. All men cheat, so they're going to cheat on me. If you mix that with the verbal abuse, y'all, it was a lot. So this guy that I thought I was going to marry, now I'm like, he never deserved me, but I had to grow into that. We had our wedding planned out and everything. He cheated on me so bad. Everything else was good. Everything, everything. Some women would have stayed for the money alone, but baby, he cheated. And he cheated. And I always knew because I'm a dreamer. So I would have the dream, wouldn't say anything to him, and then he would turn around and admit it every time. But I thought that because of the abuse I went through and what my mom said, I thought this was normal. So I just dealt with it. But when that pattern started happening and I stayed, that's when love started to feel unsafe. So that's what I wanted you all to pull out when I gave you that exercise. He was the hardest soul tie I have ever had to break in my life, both ways. He'll tell you the same thing. Okay? Don't let that be you. Now let me jump back. Where was I, y'all? Oh yeah. Make sure you stay into the end because I'm gonna give y'all the exact framework, okay? To help you detox from this trauma-driven love. It happens all the time, believe it or not. If this is opening your eyes, type clarity in the comments if you're able to type. Somebody said woo on TikTok, honey. That's just a teeny piece of the story. I could give you something to woo about, baby. But I'm glad I learned better. I'm amen. Amen. If you're just joining, my name is Renisha. I'm an inner healing coach, and I created the Clarity Reset. So I help high achieving women who look flawless on the outside, but they're crumbling on the inside. I help them unlock their inner peace, their freedom, and their clarity. Okay. My 7 day reset, my clarity reset is a 7 day program. It's going to help you rewire your nervous system. When I tell you it works, I was talking to a friend today. I'm telling y'all, it works. Okay. My thing is when your friend's telling you, okay, this is it, do you already know? All right. So today we're talking about trauma bonds, like real trauma bonds, not the little phrase that they like to throw around. We're talking about real trauma bonds. Okay. So a lot of times people use that term incorrectly, but basically a trauma bond is when you're connected to someone, they're abusing you, but you just can't walk away. You can't let them go. Okay, that's a trauma bond. A trauma bond is not two people who went through something in their childhood or a past relationship and now y'all love each other. That is not a trauma bond. Stop. Okay, so we're talking about trauma bonds and why love sometimes feels like pain and how to stop calling chaos chemistry. I'm telling you, this is good information. Try to stay on if you can. Baby, this phone is so far away. Somebody said, what if you're married to a warlock? Okay, so you want me to be honest with you? TikTok, don't leave. Give me a minute. So someone on YouTube said, what if you're married to a warlock? So I'm an inner healing coach, but I'm also a deliverance minister. This is my TikTok page is a new take a page because I wanted to separate my ministry from my inner healing work. Ma'am, I took someone through deliverance a couple months ago that was married to a warlock. Two words: get out. Now you're going to have to do it safely. You're going to have to do it safely. You may have to message me. I don't know the situation. I don't know how you ended up married to a warlock. But that's serious stuff. Even in the spirit realm, I don't want to go there in this live. You may have to message me. I can't even see your name. I know it starts with an S. You may have to message me, baby, but get out. That's the quick version. All right. Ooh, child. Where we at, y'all? All right. Let's talk about why leaving these trauma bonds. Why does it feel impossible? Why does it feel like you can't leave? Some of you have been calling anxiety chemistry, okay? And it's time to really call it what it is. It's addiction. This is what it is. And I'm saying this with love, right? I used to think the same thing. I used to be the same way. Oh, we just have so much chemistry. Oh, I've never had this much chemistry with anybody. We can just feel each other. Even after we broke up, we can just pick up on each other and we can sense when things aren't right, baby. Let me tell you something. That ain't chemistry. So I used to think that these butterflies meant he was the one. No, it was my nervous system saying, girl, you're not safe. For some of you, it's not chemistry. Your nervous system is trying to tell you, it's sending out warning signals. You're not safe. You're not safe. You're not safe. Okay. So, what you write this down, write this line down if you're able to write. What you call butterflies might actually be your body remembering trauma. Write that down. You're talking about, I have butterflies, and it's really your nervous system. Okay? So when when pain and pleasure get wired together, love becomes linked to chaos. Your body starts to call that normal. It's not. So then you start believing that love has to hurt in order for it to be real. I've told you all before, I used to work at DSS in Child Protective Services. I have talked to so many women that were in abusive relationships, and when I asked them why they stayed, they said, well, I thought that meant he loved me. I saw my mama get hit. She didn't leave. I thought that if a man didn't hit you, he didn't love you. This is not just in the movies, y'all. This is, people think like this in real life. Okay? When you're in a trauma bond, you start to confuse this adrenaline rush that you feel with passion, but it's really your trauma that's begging to feel alive. Okay? And this isn't about weakness, it's about wiring. Your brain has been taught that survival is love. All right? When peace shows up, that's unfamiliar. You don't know how to take that. Somebody on TikTok saying, what are the steps I need to take to let go? I got you, honey. If you can stay until if you can stay, I'm gonna give you all a 4-part framework. And if you have to go, the replays are always on my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio, and you'll just go under the live and you'll see it there if you can't stay. Because I know a lot of people are commuting, they're getting off work and all that stuff. So if you can't stay, I understand. But I'm gonna give it to you. All right. Drop peace in the chat if you all used to get anxious when things were calm. That used to be me. If things were too calm, I started getting antsy. If you were like that, drop peace in the chat, okay? And once again, this is what it looks like, okay? Every trauma bond is going, y'all can't see that, it's going to follow the same pattern. So idealization, y'all know sometimes I can't pronounce words. Blame it on the gap, okay? Not the alcohol. Idealization That's when they make you feel loved. They make you feel seen. They make you feel chosen. Out of the 300 gazillion women, girl, you're the one I chose. They make you feel adored. They make you feel like you finally matter. And because you've dealt with all this rejection in your life, you're soaking all this up. But then the devaluation comes. That's when all of a sudden they're telling you, you too much. You're too emotional. You're getting on my nerves. You're too needy. All you do is nag me. But you just said that I was the best thing that ever happened to you. That's what my ex said. The one I was telling y'all about that kept cheating. And up until the beginning of last year, he was saying the same thing. Okay. Then they move over into reconciliation. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you for sharing the live on TikTok. They move over to reconciliation. It's the same pattern, y'all. They come back just enough to reset your hope. And you just want to be loved. So you start believing the version they sold you at the beginning. All this love bombing, you start to believe it again. Next thing you know, where are you? You're feeling anxious. You're feeling empty. You're chasing that high again. And the cycle starts right back over. Okay? This isn't romance. This isn't romance. This is a biochemical roller coaster. Okay, I can say it a different way. I looked up the lyrics to this song. Let me know if y'all remember this song. I'm going to read the lyrics to it because this is exactly what it is. Last night I cried, tossed and turned, woke up with dry eyes. My mind was racing, feet were pacing. Lord, help me. Please tell me what I have gotten into. Ran my 3 miles to clear my mind. Y'all know what song this is yet? It always helps me out. It's my therapy when I'm losing it, which is usually. Here's the chorus. I'm on an emotional roller coaster. Loving you ain't nothing healthy. Loving you was never good for me. Hello, y'all remember that song? Then she said, but I can't get off this emotional roller coaster. Loving you ain't nothing healthy. Loving you was never good for me. Next verse. Yesterday I told myself I was going to be okay, going to start a new day, be truly happy. I was going to take control of me. But eventually reality hit me mentally, physically, emotionally. I can't sing. And I opened my eyes and realized that I was still being taken for a constant ride on your emotional roller coaster. And some of you, that's your testimony. You've been stuck on their emotional roller coaster, okay? Loving you ain't nothing healthy. Let me skip down to the last verse. So tired of you making love to me, then disappearing so suddenly. Up and down it goes. And I'm so tired of you pacifying me with promises you know you'll never keep. Round and round it goes. Emotional roller coaster. This is what some of you have been on because of the trauma bond. You are not craving them. You're craving the calm that comes after all of the chaos that they start. It's an emotional roller coaster. Thank you for liking the live on what's that? TikTok. Tap, tap, tap on TikTok. All right, y'all, these dopamine and adrenaline spikes, these are the same chemicals that are released in gambling and drug addictions. The same chemicals. This is why you just can't move on. You're not addicted to the person, you're addicted to the pattern of relief they give you after the chaos. Thank you for the hearts on YouTube. So now your heart is thinking, somebody says so stuck. Girl, we're gonna get you off here today. You're not stuck no more, sis. Give me your hand. You're not stuck no more. Okay, so your heart thinks it's love, but your nervous system is just chasing this withdrawal relief. I promise you, if y'all stay connected to me, you can't stay stuck. I promise you. Okay? Thank you for sharing the live. So this is not bad luck, you all. Some of you think you have it's not funny. Listen, this used to be me, okay? Now I am goofy, so if I start laughing, but I promise y'all this used to be me. It's not bad luck. Some of you think, oh my God, I just have bad luck with men. I just have bad luck with women because it's always the same thing. It's because you're attracting the same person, like I said, in different bodies because you're not healing. You're not taking accountability and responsibility for your healing. You can't help. You are not responsible for what people do to you, but you are responsible for your healing. So it's not bad luck. It's conditioning. That's what it is. Okay. When love and rejection are mixed together over and over and over again, your brain starts to think that chaos is love, y'all. Are y'all understanding this? This is why you have to rewire your mind. This is why you have to retrain your nervous system. This stuff is deep, it's neurological. Okay? So when love starts to be inconsistent, chaos becomes your comfort. This is why you can meet a healthy person, you can meet a healthy man. If there are women on here, I'm sorry, if there are men on here, you can meet a healthy woman and you don't feel anything because peace doesn't spike your adrenaline. Okay? That's not a sign of no chemistry. That's a sign of your nervous system detoxing. All right? Now I can't play music on here because YouTube will flag me. If it was just TikTok, I could. But if you can grab your journals, if not, you can type in the chat if you want. If not, you can do this later. But I want you all to ask yourself, what emotion have you confused with love? Making sure my mic's not dead. What emotion have you confused with love? Is it anxiety? Was it obsession? Was it a fear of abandonment? Even the fear of rejection? Some people are afraid to be alone. That's why they jump from one relationship to the other. They don't take time with themselves. They don't take time to heal. They're afraid to be alone. Okay? Do you get a tight feeling in your chest when you don't hear from them? You start freaking out, knowing that they're not good enough for you, but you're still freaking out when you don't hear from them. Okay? I want you all to journal that. Journal that when you can. All right. If you recognize yourself in this cycle, which I know some of you have because you already commented, asking how do you get free? Okay. This is just a sign. It's not for you to be embarrassed, baby. I told y'all this used to be me. All right. But you can't stay here. If you just stay in this place, you're just going to get more pain, more trauma. Okay. I don't know why you think you have all this time left. You don't. Time speeds by so fast, all right? But when you start to embrace awareness, you've already started breaking free. So we're about to break this thing for good, okay? Let me reset the room really quick for those of you that are just coming in. My name is Renisha. I am an inner healing coach. I help high achieving women who look pretty, polished, flawless on the outside, but on the inside, they are silently crumbling. They are the strong one, the pillar of their family, the one that everybody comes to, and they feel like they don't have anybody that they can talk to, be real or transparent with. I help them find their peace, clarity, and emotional freedom. I also created the Clarity Reset. That is my 7-day program that rewires your mind. It retrains your nervous system. It's going to snatch you out of survival mode. You're going to help. You're going to learn how to set boundaries again. Hello. So it's a guided experience. I literally walk you through each day. You have no excuse with this program. It's so easy, okay? Today we're talking about trauma bonds. Now, you understand why you've been bonded. Let's talk about how to break free, not just emotionally, but physiologically. What's up, CC? We're going to talk about how you break free. Let me say this first. You cannot pray away what you're still protecting. Some of you are so protective regarding your abuser, over your abuser. You're just so protective. You make every excuse in the book for them. Honey, you'll never heal. You'll never break free like that, okay? You have to detox the patterns that your body keeps returning to, even if it's in different men, different women, okay? So I'm going to give you this 4-step framework for those that were asking, well, how do I get free? This is how you get free. Make sure you're taking notes. Number one, somebody said, but how? Girl, I just said I said I'm about to give it to you, sis. That anxiety, honey, calm down. I'm going to give you the 4 steps. Okay. Number one, it's time to let go and leave the familiar. Absolutely. It sure is. It's past time. Number one is awareness. This is going to be your mirror moment. Okay. Awareness. So this is when you name the pain and you're going to go back. When did chaos start to feel like home? She said, but how? Name the pain, figure it out. When did this start feeling like home to me? When did it start feeling familiar? Okay. This is where your healing is going to start. Not when you fix the other person. So many people want to, well, this is what's wrong with him and da da da. No, baby, look at you. You got to fix you. Okay. You have to start seeing yourself clearly. Awareness isn't to shame you, it's going to free you all the way up. Okay. You cannot heal. Y'all know I say this all the time. You can't heal what you refuse to acknowledge. What's up, sunflower? I think it says sunflower. You cannot heal what you refuse to acknowledge. So that's step one. If you're understanding, type I see it now in the chat. Okay. If something just clicked. So the first step is just you. The first step to your healing is you admitting that you were loyal to what hurt you. Baby, that man that I was telling y'all about a little while ago, do y'all know after we broke up for years, I compared all the men to him. And I was like, it's like the other men weren't good enough. What? And he cheated the whole time. But I was loyal to what hurt me. So you have to admit that, all right? So step one is awareness. Step two is detachment. Detachment. This is going to be your emotional divorce, okay? You have got to stop romanticizing dysfunction. It's not deep, it's destructive. Stop romanticizing it. You can love someone and still choose peace over pain. You can love someone and still cut them off. You can love someone and still set the boundaries. Are you all understanding? So, detachment is not rejection, it's redirection. Oh, I can't see chaos. Since a kid, dad yelled and was verbally abusive, dated men with tempers. See? Abusive, etc. See? Absolutely. Trauma bond. Absolutely. Okay. So when you romanticize what broke you, you're just teaching your nervous system. Here it is. Let me say it again. When you romanticize what broke you, you're teaching your nervous system to crave poison. Once again, what Country Wayne said, I'm going to let that sizzle in your spirit. When you romanticize what broke you, you're teaching your nervous system to crave poison. Love does not require self abandonment. And there are so many women who mistake being strong, staying strong, with staying stuck. Please don't be one of them, okay? Some women think that endurance is a proof of their love. I'm going to just sit here and take it and prove my love. Baby, sometimes endurance is just evidence of emotional captivity. You're in a prison. All right? So that's step two, detachment. Detachment. Is there anyone that's bold enough to admit that they stayed in a toxic relationship because they didn't want to seem weak? Just knew I wasn't supposed to be there, but I ain't no punk. That was you. Type me in the chat. All right. Number three, step three. Step three, reprogramming. Reprogramming. I know that's right, Hayes, Miss Hayes. Reprogramming. YouTube is for Sunflower said yes. Girl, I can't see that, but amen. Yes, I stayed in a toxic relationship, CC. So we're thinking you be the one to change that girl. How many of y'all were like that? Oh, I'm gonna change him. I'm gonna help him. I see his potential. I'm trying to think if I have a live set up this week. Y'all can see the live schedule. I think we may be talking about that. I meant to include that this week. We probably gonna be talking dating for potential. I just see. I just know he gonna change. Baby, please. Step 3, reprogramming. Baby, been there, done that, never going back again. Step 3, reprogramming. So these are daily healing routines create safety, right? Not just survival. So most people think healing, somebody on TikTok says, same, baby, listen, never, I'm never going back. Never. Build a bear, build a man, not doing it. Most people think healing is emotional, but it's also neurological, okay? So your nervous system is not going to heal through these big moments. It heals through consistent peace. It has to be patterns, okay? If you want to heal, you have to build a healing routine. Every time you regulate instead of reacting, you're rewriting your programming. Healing isn't just this one deliverance moment, it's a detox. All right, so you got to put it on repeat, you all. I can give you some examples of healing routines. Number 1, breath work. I don't think people realize how much you can improve just by doing some deep breathing exercises. Again, this is stuff I've done. I'm not just making this stuff up. So you need to start doing breath work. When you feel triggered, breathe deep. Whisper to yourself, peace is my new normal. Like if you're around, maybe you're at work or something, at church or whatever, take a deep breath. Peace is my new normal. If you're at the house, you can just say it out loud. Do your breath work. I'm telling you. All right. Another thing you can do, you can add into your healing routine, journaling. You can write letters that you'll never send. Listen, some of y'all be so stuck on this closure. Yeah, breath work is it. Some of y'all be so stuck on this closure. I can't move on until I get closure. I need closure. That man out here living his best life. And again, women do it too, but most of my audience are women. That's why I'm addressing that. But he out here living his best life. And you talking about you can't move on before you need closure. Girl, if you don't get your journal, write a letter, say whatever you want to say, and then tear that thing up, you do not have time. Why are you procrastinating? Still stalling. You can't let go. That's that unhealed version of you that's still craving it, okay? Still craving this man. Also, stillness. Stillness. That's another thing you can incorporate in your healing routine. Stillness. You have to learn how to rest without guilt. Teach your body that resting should not make you feel guilty, okay? That's going to make your nervous system feel safe. You just need to be still. Don't scroll on your phone. Okay, turn that phone off. Go for a walk. Go for a run. Go for a jog. Close the computer. You're overstimulated. You need to learn how to rest. Just be still with yourself. I was narcissistically abused. I had to ditch closure. I was also in danger from an abusive relationship that had to do. Baby, listen, that closure, there's a story I can share right now, but it's not mine to tell. And I don't want anybody to feel bad. Sometimes that closure will have you looking like a plum fool. Okay? Y'all better learn how to move on without closure. I don't care who we're talking about, not just in romantic relationships. Stop waiting on people to apologize to you. Okay? So, breath work, journaling, and stillness, those are things you can include in your routine. All right? Remember, she said, noted. Remember, you're not healing to survive anymore. You're healing so your peace feels permanent. Okay? And then step 4 is redefinition. Redefinition. Right? You're absolutely. Step 4 is redefinition. I need you to know love that doesn't hurt is possible. Train your mind. Some of you don't think that's possible. You got to stop defending your old story. It's possible. It's possible for you to have a flourishing, beautiful, healthy relationship. I don't care what your mama said. I don't care what your daddy said. I don't care what your aunties and your grandma said. I don't care what social media got you thinking. All of this men against women, rah, rah, rah. I was about to say something. Y'all better learn how to block that stuff out. It is so possible. Stop putting all your mess on social media. Learn how to love in private. Learn how to love and be loved in private. It is possible, okay? You can't keep telling your story from your pain and expect freedom. It doesn't work like that. And every time you repeat what they did, you're just reliving it. So you have to start telling your story from a place of power. You're not the victim in this chapter, you are the editor. Okay? But again, understand you can't heal what you're still defending. Like I said earlier, some women will make every excuse as to why they're staying with their abusive whatever and why it's really their fault that they're being abused. They say, oh, I shouldn't have done X, Y, and Z. Thank you for liking the live. What is it? Y'all got me. Come on, y'all. 40 likes. Can y'all please tap the screen on TikTok? Y'all can just tap it real fast. Come on, y'all. I mean, if you're driving or something, I get it. Okay. You can't heal what you keep defending. Okay. So if you know you're ready to rewrite your story, type new chapter, next chapter, and you can literally rewrite it, period. If you don't like the life you're living, you have permission to change it. Thank you so much for liking the live. All right, let's talk about boundaries real quick because y'all know I be on y'all about boundaries. If you're following me, make sure, if you're not following me, make sure you're following me too. Y'all know I be talking about boundaries or whatever. Boundaries aren't walls, they're regulation tools. So when you set boundaries, it's not about you setting a boundary because you're trying to punish whoever. No, you're trying to protect your peace. Your nervous system is just learning how to trust again. You have to protect that. Baby, the way I will block any and everybody, I do not care. I'll be having my mama on the block list. I do not care. Okay? So boundaries don't push people away. They just clarify who's safe enough to stay. Does that make sense? Thank you for liking the live. Now, this is what I need y'all to do. Stop explaining your boundaries to people, please. Stop explaining your boundaries to people. And then y'all be out here trying to explain boundaries to people that hurt you. You caused the trauma. You the problem. And then you want me to explain why? No, stop explaining yourself. People are going to say you have an attitude. They're going to say you acting funny, you acting different, you acting brand new. Who cares? The right people are going to be proud of you. The right people are going to say, I'm glad you're taking up for yourself. The right people are going to let you know you're in alignment now. Screw those other people. Stop explaining why you're setting boundaries. Protect your peace. Do y'all get it? Thank you for liking. Thank you for the hearts on YouTube and TikTok. Okay. Now let me know how many of you already have like good boundaries set in place, like you good in that area. I just kind of want to know what's in here. Anybody already have like good boundaries set in place? Let me know in the chat. You can say yay, nay. Okay, that's good. She said I'm in therapy for boundaries. They're developing more. Okay, that's good. Not at all. Okay. Well, baby girl, you're gonna have to find you some boundaries, get you some boundaries. I'm always talking to y'all about boundaries. In therapy, okay, that's good. I love that y'all are in therapy. Come on, yes, queens. Clock you. Baby girl, you're gonna have to set some boundaries. I can't see what your name is, but you're gonna have to learn how to set boundaries. Boundaries are proof that you start loving yourself correctly. When you get serious about your healing and you really put yourself first, you're going to start setting boundaries. And it may be hard at first, but I promise you, you can get to a place where you don't give up. I promise you. Okay? So type freedom in the chat if you're ready for real breakthrough. Freedom. I'm going to show you how to detox from trauma driven love for good, okay? The hardest part was awareness. That's what we did tonight. Now it's time to walk it out into action. My therapy has helped me a lot. And still, girl, let me tell you something. Therapy changed my life. Do you hear me? I'm in therapy because I'm sick of doing the same thing. I know that's right, sunflower. Period. Yeah, I recommend therapy heavily. I believe in therapists. And that definitely changed my life. My God. All right. So my clarity reset is available. It is available. I can drop the link in the YouTube chat, but TikTok, you would have to inbox me because, like I said, this is a new page. I wanted to separate. So my clarity reset is available, but it's only for women who are done repeating cycles. You have to be serious, you all. If you're not serious, don't even bother. Okay? If your heart is saying, this is me, she's been calling me out, that is your confirmation. You have waited long enough. All right? Only for the serious women. Now, you all know I have affirmations for you because the power of life and death is in your tongue. Thank you for 1,000 likes on TikTok. Come on, y'all did y'all big one. Thank you. All right, let's do some affirmations, and then I'm going to go through my clarity reset to let you know what's inside of it. But let's do this first, okay? Now I know we talked about a lot tonight, so I need you all to take a deep breath. I know it was a lot. Take a deep breath. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. We're going to do it again because some of you, you've been holding years. You're holding years of tension in your body. And tonight, I want you to release some of it. And like I said, y'all would be so surprised how much you could get done with just breathing deeply. So let's do it again. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Release the tension in your neck and shoulders, unless you're driving or something. Don't be trying to do all this. You driving. And breathe out. And one more time. I can't do it too many more times because I would fall asleep. One more time. A deep breath in. And release it. All right, we're going to speak healing into your body, your emotions, and your story. Y'all know I love affirmations. The power of life and death is in your tongue. There are so many things you can start to break just by saying it out of your mouth. That's why you don't need to leave because, oh, she going into affirmations. Let me go. But you said you wanted to be healed. I don't understand. All right, so repeat after me. I am breaking emotional agreements that don't serve my peace. I am breaking emotional agreements that don't serve my peace. All right, type peace in the chat. We're about to go to the next one. This is a big one. I no longer confuse intensity with intimacy. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, TikTok. I no longer confuse intensity with intimacy. Some of y'all out here talking about we just have so much chemistry. No, you're trauma bonded. That's all. Your demons are playing together. All right, take a deep breath and release. The next affirmation. I release the fantasy and choose freedom. I need y'all to say it again. Say it louder unless you're just at work, or if you're at work or something and you can't say it louder, that's fine. But if you're like somewhere in your car, in your home, and you can say it louder, I need y'all to say this again louder. I release the fantasy and choose freedom. So that's going to break soul ties, okay? Thank you. She put freedom in the chat. She's like, I'm not even going to wait for Renisha to ask. I'm going to just put, I know that's right. Come on, clock it. All right, so that's going to break soul ties. Here's the last one I have, y'all. My nervous system is learning that love is safe. Say that again. My nervous system is learning that love is safe. Thank you, Dr. Audrey. Can I pin your comment? I don't know if it'll let me. Dr. Audrey said the clarity reset is a must if you need healing within. Plus, it teaches you other things you didn't even know about. Trust me, you won't be sorry to invest in your healing and peace. I'm trying to tell them. I'm trying to tell them. Thank you, Dr. Audrey. I'm trying to tell them. Listen. Okay, I said that was the last one. I got one more for y'all. All right. Repeat after me. Safe love is not foreign. It's my new normal. Safe love is not foreign. It's my new normal. Do y'all realize that when you can be so traumatized that you don't even know how to let somebody love you? Been there, done that. I don't want to start repeating lives that I've already done. I used to push friends away, female friends. I've had good men trying to love me, will push them away. Listen, you all have got to heal. You've got to heal, y'all. All right. So you can go back through the play, write those down if you need them. Y'all know me. Sticky notes, putting sticky notes everywhere on your computer, on your mirror, whatever you have to do. Okay. You're going to have to repeat them daily. You need affirmations that you can repeat daily because your healing is going to start with your words. Your words are going to literally create your world, okay? You need to have things that you speak every day because what you rehearse is what you'll receive. What you rehearse is what you'll receive. What you rehearse is what you receive. You deserve to be loved well. Drop your names in the chat and I'm going to speak over you all. You deserve to be loved well. Drop your names in the chat. Let me pull this up closer so I can see. Drop your names in the chat. Demetria. Oh my God, I had a friend named Demetria from way back in the day. Demetria, you deserve to be loved well. Lauren, you deserve to be loved well. Dr. Audrey, you deserve to be loved well. Salithia, you deserve to be loved well. Devion, I hope I didn't mess up your name, girl. You deserve to be loved well. They said a comment was flagged, so I don't know what to do. You deserve to be loved well. You all deserve to be loved well. There's one comment it won't let me see. I hope it's not a person name. They're saying it was flagged. But you all deserve to be loved well, okay? If you even found an ounce of clarity tonight, don't let that fade. Awareness without redirection just comes another cycle, okay? Without direction, it becomes another cycle. I'm going to pull up my clarity reset and go through it with you all to let you know what you did. But you don't just want to be one who survives emotionally. It's possible for you to thrive, and you need to know that you deserve peace. Some of you, that's going to be something that you speak over yourself every day. I deserve peace. I deserve peace. Okay? And again, stop waiting for people to apologize. You don't need their apology. Peace is your decision. All right, so I'm about to go through the clarity reset for those of you that want to know what's in it. Y'all, are y'all feeling more calm? Those affirmations and that deep breathing calm me down so bad. TikTok is like, do this puzzle. The affirmation, the affirmations and deep and breath work calm me down so bad. I just want to go to sleep now. Y'all feel more. Salithia said yes. Y'all feel so much more calm. Who else feels calm? Does anybody else feel better? A little lighter at least than when this live started? Make sure you're following me, you all. All right, before I drop the link, let me go through this clarity reset. My jaw just unclenched. Come on. Come on, YouTube. Yes. And of course, you all can do this again after the live is over. All right, so the Clarity Reset 7-day program. In just 7 days, I'm going to help you retrain your mind, rewire your nervous system. All right, every day you're going to get the clarity check in, a clarity check in. This is going to be a moment of awareness to notice what feels heavy or unclear. This clarity reset is extremely therapeutic. Okay, I finally decided to start using my psychology degree that I've had over 10 years. So it's going to feel like you're in therapy. All right. You're also going to get opening insights. This is a short reflection to reframe your perspective and calm your mind. I did it like this on purpose. You're also going to get reset practices every day. These are gentle, actionable steps to help your body release, and then integrate what your mind is processing. You're also going to get reflection prompts, guided journaling questions to deepen the emotional release and ground your new awareness. Remember, talked about how journaling is something you need to include in your healing journey. Okay? Dr. Audrey said, come on, therapeutic. All right, so you can pair this with an actual journal, which is what I recommend, but I know you lovely iPhone people, y'all may want to use your, what you call it, iPhone notes. I'm Team Android, but your voice memos, whatever. All right, move at your own pace. Day one is all about identifying the weight. So I'm going to help you identify what is weighing heavy on you. What has been weighing heavy on you? All right. And you got to be real. Okay. If you want to see the transformation. Day two, we focus on releasing what's not yours. So day one, we're going to identify it. Cool. Day two, let me help you release it. We're not just going to acknowledge it. I'm going to help you get rid of it. All right. Day three is all about detoxing emotionally. Okay. So we're going to clear all that foolishness up that you've been feeling. I'm going to help you release that. Day four is all about resetting your core. I'm bringing you back. I'm bringing you back into alignment, back to God's original intention for you. Okay? Just notes. Oh, excuse me. CC said just notes. I don't have an iPhone. I wouldn't know. So day four is all about resetting your core. Why are you even out of alignment? Let's go ahead and bring you back in, boo. Day five is all about addressing physical manifestations. I've said it time and time again. Trauma gets trapped in your body. I'm not just saying it, it just doesn't sound cute. Science tells you that your mind, you can try to bury that thing, you can try to suppress that memory. It's going to be somewhere in your body. Your body remembers what your mind tries to forget. So that's what we addressed on day five. It's all about these physical manifestations. Some of you are on pills or you're anxious, you're dealing with headaches, all types of things, and you think something is wrong with you. You just need to heal. You just got to release it. That's it. All right. Day six is all about rebuilding boundaries for the people who are like, girl, I don't have boundaries. It's okay. You can have them after day six. Okay. And then day seven is all about living light and free. So you're not just going to go through this reset And then after you're done, you're going to go right back to your foolishness. You're not doing that. You're going to live this thing out. And I'm going to show you how to make a permanent change, not just something that's temporary. So for those of you that are on YouTube, the link is always in my description or on my YouTube page at the top, but I'm going to drop it in the chat for those that want to grab that. I promise you it's a psychological detox. For those that want to grab that tonight. And if you're on TikTok, they won't let me put up my website link yet. You can click the YouTube link though. If you click my YouTube link, my website is going to be right there at the top on my YouTube page. So you can go that route or you can just DM me. That's what TikTok wants us to tell y'all. DM me and I'll send it to you. DM me and I'll send it to you. We love the TikTok shop. We love the TikTok shop. All right. So that's the Clarity Reset. That's my 7-day program. I have gotten nothing but good reviews on that. I say the only people that don't need it are the people that already have it, and I call it the appetizer. Why my notes won't come back up? Oh, I call it the appetizer. So this is what you're going to get before the main course. Thank you for the follow on TikTok. Make sure you're following me on YouTube. Also, you all, last month I started doing lives like 4 to 5 days a week, and we do weekly themes. So it's all about helping you heal emotionally, mentally, and things like that. I'm all about inner healing. Now, for those of you that are like Renisha, the Clarity Reset is cute. Okay, I'm gonna get that, but I want to book a session with you. I need some coaching. I have 2 coaching programs you can apply for, but you have to apply. You're not automatically accepted, and if you're not accepted, you get a full refund. Even though I have a no refund policy because of what I do, you get a full refund if I read your application and say, okay, we're not a good fit. Do you understand? So you all can apply for either breakthrough pathway or breakthrough mastery. Breakthrough pathway, that's my 4 session bundle. You have 30 to 45 days to complete it. It's not for procrastinators. I used to give y'all a year for what? Why do you need a year if you say you're ready to heal now? You can't meet with me 4 times? Okay. And then breakthrough mastery is the 12 session experience. So it's up to you, whichever one. Uh, uh-oh. Whatever one you feel best serves your needs. But again, you have to apply for that. Do I have any questions? The Clarity Reset, that's your appetizer. It's going to help you start fresh. The breakthrough, my coaching sessions, that's going to help you maintain what the Clarity Reset gives you. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? We're about to close, and then I'm going to tell you all what we're talking about for the rest of the week. All right, real love. I need y'all to know real love doesn't require bondage. It requires healing. You have got to heal. You've got to heal. You have got to heal. Put that in the chat. I've got to heal. Put that in the chat. I've got to heal. Your reset starts tonight and your healing begins with you. You can literally get the Clarity Reset now. Do day 1 before you go to bed. And I promise you won't regret it. All right, I started to offer a money back guarantee on my Clarity Reset, but I know some people they're just liars. That's how much I believe in it, but some people will just lie. So we're not doing that. But I promise you, it's going to shift your life. All right, peace is not a fantasy; it's a choice. It's a decision. Make the decision tonight. Don't forget to subscribe to me, follow me. All right, you survived enough, girl. It's time to rebuild. It's time to rebuild. Let me pull up our schedule for the rest of the week. And I'll be live on TikTok and YouTube. So today is what, Tuesday? Do y'all like these lives? I know some of y'all are new. Actually, a lot of y'all are new. Like I'm seeing y'all for the first time. Let me know if y'all are enjoying these lives. It takes a lot to prepare for these, like, especially doing 4 to 5 times a week. Okay, so tomorrow I'll be live around 4. We're going to be talking about bleeding on people, how to stop bleeding on people. Okay, cool beans. How to stop bleeding on people. So we're going to talk about how trauma destroys relationships all around. Then, what's today? Tuesday, Thursday, we're going to talk about how trauma affects your children, how these generational cycles need to be broken. Y'all know we've been talking about that a lot. How these cycles, thank you for the follow on TikTok, how these cycles, and my phone is about to go dead, so I got to get off here. How these cycles affect your children. Y'all, when you make the decision to not heal and just to suppress stuff or trying to find healing in a man or a woman, baby, this stuff is passed down to your kids. If you don't love your kids, just say that. Because why are you not healing? If you don't love your kids, just say that. I'm just saying. So that's what, Thursday? And then Friday, we're going to talk about breaking the pattern. We're going to go deeper into why you keep choosing the same partner, even in different individuals. It's the same person. So we're going to talk about how to break that pattern. Thank you, Salithia. Salithia said the content, period. Thank you, girl. You see, I'm trying to tap more into inner healing because a lot of people be doing all this praying, prophesying out, and you not healed, boo. All right. And then Saturday morning, I'm going to be talking about healing the relationship with yourself first. Remember, I talked about how some people, they can't be single, they just jump from relationship to relationship. We're going to talk about healing you first, healing that relationship first, so that you can be properly prepared to be in a relationship with somebody else. Okay. The person that said they were married to a warlock, you need to find a way to DM me. So when you all, I guess you can follow me on TikTok if you have TikTok, and you can send me a DM there. But whenever you invest in any of my products, you get immediate access to DM me. So those of you that are going to get the clarity reset tonight because you don't procrastinate anymore, if you have questions, you can just send me a DM on my websites. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all for rocking out with me. I'm still trying to figure out the best time to go live for my audience. I think YouTube may have recommended, yeah, it's time to go. I think say battery power. I think YouTube may have recommended 5:30 today. I'm still trying to figure out the best time that works for everybody. So I will see you all tomorrow. Share this with someone that needs it. I hope it helped you. Okay. YouTube, thank you for hitting the like button. It's like when I don't tell y'all to hit the like button, then y'all hit the like button. I don't know. YouTube, why y'all be doing me like that? I don't know, but I gotta go. Good night.